everybody. It is that time again, the witching hour. It is 8 o'clock on Thursday night. It's time for Treasure Tales. And I think we got a really good show lined up for you tonight. I have gotten very lucky, I think, in I'm going to have a co-host tonight. And this person is extremely sought after for being on live streams and for co-hosting because they are extremely good at it. And I consider myself very lucky to have her in the house with me tonight. And you will all know her when she comes on. And she's going to help me do the interviews tonight, and she's going to make the show as she always does. So, just a few things that are happening with Treasure Tales. I think, we've got a whole bunch of good guests lined up. And we are kind of branching into a little bit. Y'all leave me some comments. What do you think about magnet fishing? I happen to have a pretty good interest going on in magnet fishing, and so especially for the Blue Spade Society. I think that's a very integral part of it. And if y'all got any ideas for guests with magnet fishing to have on Treasure Tales, please, send me an email or leave a comment. Also, I'm have an interest in anything to do with the Blue Spade Society, any type of treasure hunting, to have guests on to help us learn more about it and explain it. Arrowhead hunting, bottle digging, gold prospecting, for instance. So if y'all got any ideas, let me know. You all got my phone number. Most of you do. You got the email, which is treasuretalkshow@gmail.com. Send me an email. We'll look at these people. Maybe we can get them in to do a little interview and tell us about why they like doing what they do. And you never know. You might like doing what you do the same way they do. So it could be good all around. And it certainly will be good for the Blue Spade Society. So that's kind of what's going on tonight. Let's just see if we can say hello to a few people tonight before we bring on the star of the show. Let's see. Caleb Rucker, glad that you joined us tonight. How are you? Let's see who else is here. Finding Alabama, Jeremy. Jeremy, you're going to meet Jeremy on Treasure Talk Monday night. Just outstanding individual. I'm proud to call him my friend. Janine Ballard Patterson. This girl has some great finds. We need to get her on Treasure Tales. So, Janine, your time is coming. Get up with me. Let's get you scheduled for Treasure Tales. And Lawnmower Man, Chuck and Nancy, how are you? The best to you, two good friends of mine and the show. Metal Sharks, hey, the J-Man is in the house. And coming up soon, you're going to get to meet the J-Man on Treasure Tales. And Jamie Holt, how are you? Good to see you with us tonight. Village ID 10T. I don't think it's Village Idiot. I hope you're not the Village Idiot, but glad to see you tonight. Let's see. Who we got? Jersey Ray, Rachel. Hey, Rach. And Philip Faircloth. Glad to see you tonight, Philip. How are you? Jerry Purdy. Hi, Jerry. How you doing? Andrew T. Good. I think you just won something, didn't you, son? So you're in time for sure. And then we got a Facebook user. I don't know who that is. If you are watching on Facebook, it says I'm live streaming with StreamYard. Just click that link that allows StreamYard to use your name. And all it does is shows up here in the chat. So I see who it is watching on Facebook. That's the only thing it does. You're not going to get spammed or anything like that. The Mumbles Man is in the house, and you'll get to meet the Mumbles Man and John David again at the end of the month when they co-host, when we are doing our XP Deus 2 show with Grant Hansen. So that should be a good one. And then let's see, another Facebook user, Chuck Martin. Hi, Chuck. Metal detecting the 6'9" with Prospector Steve. How are you? Good to see you tonight. Joe, 4077. How are you? Good to see you tonight. Charles Broussard, how's everything in Texas, Charles? The cricket is in the house. Cricket's in the house. Cricket, we need to get you scheduled for Treasure Tales. So get up with me so we can get you on the schedule. Please. Let's see. Maybe we've got everybody that's in the chat. Shannon Bortner, how are you, Shannon? There's another Facebook user. And we may have come to Musnani, how are you doing? Then there's Ahmed Karab. How are you? Glad that you joined us tonight. So let's just do this. Let's bring on the queen of the live stream. Somebody that I am just extremely honored that I get to call my friend. So it's as good as it gets when you get this one. Like I said, she's very much sought after. We were lucky enough to get her tonight. So let's bring on the Diggin' Canuck.
Oh my goodness. Jeff, thank you so very much for the wonderful introduction. And thank you all out there for joining us today. I think it's going to be a really, really good show.
I think so. It's kind of a special show tonight. And you were gracious enough at my request to join us tonight for this because what it is this is kind of a salute to Fisher night. We got a couple big announcements from the Fisher family. As you all know, that Fisher is the official metal detector of the Blue Spade Society. And they do provide a lot for our giveaways on Treasure Talk. Just fine company. And well, hats off to Russ Balbarona, who's another one, he and his wife Carrie, that I am lucky enough to call my friend. And we've been kind of working together to help him find influencers, people that you want to see for Fisher. And that's what we have tonight. We have two of the newest influencers for Fisher. And it's going to be a really good show. And I think you'll know them. And you get to meet them up close and personal, find out a little bit more about them. And I know the Miss Canuck has some questions lined up that she's going to ask and I'm going to ask. And I think that we will have a pretty good time tonight with these guests. And it's going to be very interesting. So let's go ahead. Let's start out. Our first guest tonight is a young lady that in my chatting with Fisher, he said, we need to take a look at her and let people get to know her. And I said, sure, no problem. And so started looking around and doing pretty good. She does really well. I think you're going to enjoy talking to her. I think you're going to enjoy meeting her. And I know Liz has got some good questions lined up, and I have some as well. So without any further ado, a new influencer for Fisher, First Texas, is Lucky Jen. Let's bring Lucky Jen on. Okay, let's do a little.
Hi.
There we go.
Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Right.
You are welcome. You are welcome. So what we got a few questions to go on tonight. But first of all, why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself to everybody out there watching. Tell them a little bit about yourself, some of your history, and the areas that you detect, and just general knowledge so people can get to know you a little bit better.
Okay. Well, I'm Lucky Jen, and home is Tennessee, but I actually travel frequently, metal detecting. Also, like to hunt for fossils, gemstones. Um, I do several types of metal detecting. I like to go out and prospect for gold. Also enjoy relic hunting, and then I love a good beach hunt. So I do a little bit of everything, and I like to do a little bit of everything everywhere. Right now, just the United States, but I hope to go globe-trotting with it soon.
Good. You got a couple questions, don't you, Liz?
I do. I do. Now, I think that I'm going to ask about metal detecting first. And what does or what is it that got you started in metal detecting? Because that's not something that most people get into. Do you remember why you got into it?
Yeah. So I love a good adventure, and I'm always, looking for something really fun to do. And so I was going to be traveling out to Wyoming, and there are some old kind of ghost gold mining towns out there.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of thought, wouldn't it be really fun to go out to one of those and hunt for gold? And so that is kind of how that started. And got to try it just a little bit, and then some time went by, and then kind of started seeing those Australian gold hunters who are, pulling out the huge nuggets.
Yeah.
And that got me even more excited about it. And then as I kind of got into it, then I discovered there's other types of metal detecting too. Like it hadn't occurred to me. I just thought you hunted for gold. So it opened up a whole world.
Now, what was when you were detecting for gold? What was your first detector?
So the very first thing I actually had was a gold bug. Yeah, and I got to use it for one day, and it was lost. Yeah, so that was a heartbreaker, and so I didn't get another detector for a couple of years, and then got to go back out and go after it again.
Now, Jeff, the gold bug, is that not a Fisher detector?
The gold bug is, yeah.
Isn't that funny how that was your first detector and how things have come full circle to today?
I know. I love it. So now I have another gold bug to go have fun with.
Fantastic. Now, Jeff, of course, step in whenever you would like to.
Okay.
All right. Now you said that you enjoy a good beach hunt. Like predominantly, would you say now that you are a beach hunter, or you're kind of dabble in like beach and land equally?
It's basically wherever I can find to go, wherever time allows me to go. I have done a lot of beach this year. I've been very fortunate in that, but you'll see me soon. I'm hoping to head west again soon. I would love to, get some more gold prospecting done. It's just that Tennessee doesn't really have any gold. So I'm stuck with either relic or, the beaches are 8 to 10 hours away. So it's drivable at least.
Are you a coin person, or is it the relic and the history and who maybe had, the relic the last time that kind of gets you all excited?
So I definitely love finding coins, and every time I pull a coin, I'm so excited, thinking maybe this one's going to be an old one. So I never get tired of hunting coins. I know maybe some people do, but I actually really like that. And it would be amazing to find some really old ones. I mean, I certainly have a bucket list. And then as far as relics, I would say I love finding beautiful relics. Like I would love to find things like from the Victorian era, at Lovejoy and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Excellent.
Go to England.
I knew that was coming.
England, I would love to get to England.
Well, it can happen. There's a lot of trips that go on. We might want to, it's questionable right now with the Omicron and all that, what they're going to do. United States now, I guess, is listed as a red country. So, and Liz, you're on lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who knows what's going to happen with that? And hopefully, now personally, my personal opinion, the best time to go to England on a hunt is in the fall. But that's just mine. That's when I go in the fall. That's just my preference. But so that's where you go when you find the really old stuff. You dig up 1600 and 25, 600, 1650 on coins. They go, oh, okay, whatever. Just put them in your pocket. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
I know, I see that all the time, and I'm like, are you kidding? I would fall over
Yeah.
if I found one of those.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Jen, tell us a little bit about um, how you felt when Fisher contacted you and wanted you to be an influencer for Fisher.
Um, well, so my first message, I was like, I'm going to Google this guy and see if he's really who he says he is. Because, you get a lot of messages and offers from people that are not actually legit. And so then, like, when I realized he was, I was over the moon excited, and what a cool opportunity and something totally unexpected.
And I think it, like I said, going back to that gold bug, I just, it's funny how things actually work sometimes, because that's the detector you started with, and now you're part of the Fisher, I guess, family, for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
I have to tell you, if you want to pattern yourself off after anybody in the metal detecting world, being a female, on how the best way to conduct yourself and research and all that stuff for your hunts, right there, the Digging Canuck. That's who I pattern myself off
Oh
of,
my.
because it doesn't get any better than that. She's very well respected, very learned, and she's a pro 100% down the line. So you could do a lot worse than to emulate her. Let me tell
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah, and I will say something. Liz was probably one of the very first people to come on to one of my videos and offer some encouragement. So yeah, from the very beginning, she's kind of been there offering some encouragement. So I know she is definitely a good one.
Right on, right on. Thank you.
She is, for sure.
I appreciate that. I really do.
What about magnet fishing, Jen? You ever have any interest in that? Know anything about it?
So I never knew anything about it until one of the magnet fishers actually came on my channel and commented and had said, sometime you need to come out with us. So I love a good adventure, and I've never done that. So you bet I'm going to go try it at some point. I hopefully will go with somebody who does that, so that I get the full experience the first time.
Yeah, I think it takes quite a few times to maybe find something really, really good. But
Well,
it's an adventure, right?
Hey,
exactly.
There's beginner's luck. You may throw it out there and you might find, get some safe that somebody ditched to be full of money. Who knows? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there.
That's another reason for me to make sure I go with somebody. I don't have that many muscles. I might need help pulling that safe in.
I hear you. Because apparently what your magnet lashes onto or sticks to, you're kind of responsible for, after it sticks to it. So there you go. Yeah, definitely bring somebody.
That's right. You bring some muscles. And plus that, you can always send them for lunch and stuff like that. There's always a reason to bring somebody with you.
That happens.
So tell us a little bit more about what your best find has been and your worst find.
Oh gosh. Well, I don't have any super spectacular finds to tell you about. I have found, a few pieces of jewelry. I think my oldest coin's been like 1962. So, or maybe 64, somewhere in there. So I haven't quite got past 1960 yet, but I'm working on that. I guess I did have one Wheatie that was an old one. But it's not for lack of digging holes, let me tell you. Worst. Let's see, worst. Well, okay. To me, this was the worst. Some people thought this was cute, but when I was in Biloxi, I had gone 5 feet off the beach and just turned my detector on and swung it one time, had a target, and it was a crematorium tag. And I was like, I could have went forever without getting that.
that you know what? That is actually a really, really cool find. It's a cool find.
It was literally right off the sidewalk.
Oh my goodness.
If you look on YouTube, you may have heard of Gravedigger Max. He's out of Virginia Beach. And that's how he got his nickname, Gravedigger Max, because he used to dig up a lot. And he's a beach hunter. And he used to dig a lot of crematorium tags. So that's how he got his name, Gravedigger Max. So while we've got you, tell us a little bit about how your feelings about the Fisher product, because to me, Fisher product is top notch.
So I've had my equipment now for 2 or 3 weeks and have gone out hunting with it just every chance that I've had. And so far, I really love it. I've been out actually this week for 4 days detecting with the CZ21, which has been different. You know, I've always had a screen, and so I'm learning to detect by tone alone on that one. But it's been really great. I love how it's silent until you actually have a target, so you know for sure that you're, you know, onto something. And then I've gone out with the F75 and have really enjoyed. It's got, you know, the delta pitch, the 99 tones, and I've been using that, and I love it because you can actually hear multiple targets together.
You do like that?
I do love it.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never tried that setting yet. I'm usually a 3-tone person. When I make the 3H to like really make the nickels pop, I gotta say I'm gonna have to try that delta pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still getting used to it, but the one thing I definitely will say is I've already gotten to the point where I can hear a dime. I mean, I know that's what it is, you know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, we are so happy that you was able to stop in with us tonight, Jen. And I know Fisher is excited to have you on board, as they are excited, you know, and still are excited with Liz and a few of the others. And you were in with a very good family, I must say. All top-notch people, all just, you know, the salt of the earth people at Fisher, and Liz, and our next guests, and a whole bunch of people at Fisher. And it doesn't get any better than that. So the next time when Russ calls you, pick up the phone.
Oh, definitely.
Can I just say that, Jen, I'm hoping that, you know, we can travel soon when COVID is over, and maybe I'll get to dig with you someplace in the States.
I would love it. That would be so awesome.
Really cool. Right on. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Well, if I make it to Canada, I'll look you up.
Excellent. Excellent.
Wait till about July, because you've got summertime for 2 weeks in July.
Yeah.
Then you'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen, thanks so much for stopping by tonight. We appreciate it. And I think everybody has now got to know you a little bit better. Tell us what your YouTube channel is.
It's YouTube channel Lucky Jen. So that's all
go,
you have to
guys,
search.
go check it out and hit that subscribe and like button and be entertained. So, Jen, thanks for stopping by tonight. Good luck in everything that you do, and keep on swinging them Fisher products.
All right. Thanks so much for having me. Have a good night.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, righty. That was fun.
I love her accent. Can I say that? I love her accent.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have one, though.
No, I do not have an accent, but she does, and I love it. So right
on. You just got a small one, you know, when it comes out.
No, I don't.
When it comes out, you do, eh?
I do not. I do not.
Oh, I know. I'm rotten to the core. So the next folks we're going to bring in with us tonight, they're pretty special people. And I think Fisher is extremely lucky to have them as influencers. This is another part of the big announcement. And as you all know, Fisher is expanding by leaps and bounds. You know, they were kind of non-existent for a few years, and then they decided they needed to turn it on and get back in the game, and they're back in the game in a very big way. And I think they owe probably 90% of that to Russ Balbarona. And you guys have met him, and you're going to get to see him here on Treasure Tales pretty soon, because he had a really interesting trip to look for gold in Africa. So Russ is going to be on and talk to us about African gold hunting. That's going to be cool. But as for the people for tonight, these two and I mean, and Liz will agree with me 100%. I think they're just two great people. Their enthusiasm is infectious. Their enthusiasm is more infectious than COVID-19, I have to tell you. And talent, just overflowing with talent and goodwill and good wishes. And they are very big part of the Blue Spade Society, as is Liz. And if you haven't figured it out by now, the Blue Spade Society is pretty important to me. And so let's go ahead and let's just bring them on. Ronnie and Tiffany Calhoun, Pacific Northwest Dirt Fishing. There we are.
Oh,
Hi,
can you
Jeff.
tone
Hi,
down
Liz.
that redness? Tone down the redness.
Is that Canuck red, eh?
Ah.
Right on.
When there's
Welcome,
two of
welcome
us
to the
and all
show.
this red.
Right on. Exactly.
I wanted to wear my black one, but she made me wear the red one.
So you always do, what you're told, pretty much, Ronnie.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll pay for it in ways you can't even imagine.
All right.
So it's just easier to go, yes, I'll do that. Because usually they know best anyway. So,
Yes.
So before we really get into it, I want you guys to introduce yourselves to everybody. Tell us where you live, the kind of hunting you like to do, a little bit about your story, and just so everybody can get to know you a little bit more. So let's go, guys. What do you think?
Okay, so we are Ronnie and Tiffany Calhoun. We called our YouTube channel Pnw Dirtfishing. And we started it because we had friends and family say, what are you guys doing now? And so we thought we'll do this little YouTube channel and we'll do hunting. And so it was mostly metal detecting, but we do all kinds of hunting. For 25 years, you name it, we've probably hunted it.
So, yeah, but we're on the Oregon coast. We mostly hunt the beaches and the parks up and down the coast here. We're planning on doing a lot more traveling, hopefully this summer, getting out a lot further and doing some more lakes and stuff like that. So
you guys are kind of in Goonie land, aren't you?
Right.
Yeah.
So we're located.
No, I have to ask it.
Okay.
When you're on the beach, let's say, or you're out on a hunt, which one of you goes, hey, you guys?
Who do you think?
I'm always saying that up and down the beach. So
Oh, yeah. And you'd never think it would be him, but it's him.
Yeah.
It's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we live about 12 miles from Cannon Beach, which is Haystack Rock, where the Goonies movie was filmed. So Ronnie and I have been really fortunate, and we have located some absolutely phenomenal items. And it was our first year, and we weren't sure what we should do with them. And so we contacted the local Cannon Beach History Museum, and we worked with them in getting the relics to them, making sure they were authentic. And
now they have 11 of them.
Now they have 11 of them. So, yeah, so that's really exciting.
Yeah, that is cool. You got a couple questions, Liz.
I may have a few. Now, who's was it a mutual thing to start your YouTube channel, or maybe someone suggested and the other one just said, yeah, that's a great idea?
I really didn't know if I wanted to in the beginning, but Tiffany kept kind of pushing me and nudging me, saying, yeah, you should do it, And so I really don't like being on camera very much anyhow, but
Look at him now.
Yeah. Oh, just what? A year from now, he's going to be like pushing you out of the way.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, this is my show.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about. Excuse me, Liz.
Oh no.
When you got the call from Russ Valbarona, tell me kind of what was your mindset and what was going through your mind.
Yeah, I thought somebody was playing a trick on us. I never even thought much of it, and then finally we talked to Russ with Fisher, and boy, it's been a change of a game, that's for sure. So no, we're really excited. I mean, can't wait to get out there, and I mean, we haven't been able to get out that much and try out the new machines because of our weather. We're flooding, it's stormy, windy. I mean, we're just not able to get out that much right now. I mean, we did get out the other day, and Tiffany actually found
we're not going to share it yet. We're going to wait.
Another item. So
that's a cliffhanger, y'all. Wait.
That's pretty amazing. So, but we're real excited to do this for Fisher, and I just can't wait to get started and see where it takes us.
I think that Russ will tell you that I am probably the only person he has ever called and said, "Are you busy?" And I said, "Yes." Because I was on a walk and I wasn't with Ronnie. And so I didn't know who this person was. And so I told him I was busy. So, yeah. So, and then we met it and then we talked to him together.
Yeah.
Well, how does it feel to be in the same group with Liz?
Oh,
Oh,
you
it's
kidding?
amazing. I've been watching Liz since she started her YouTube.
Right.
I've been there for quite a while.
Right. And it's so ironic.
Yeah, I love it.
So Liz, when Ronnie and I, like, we have like maybe like 8 family members and 2 people from the beach that we met that were following us. And Liz
give us a shout out.
Like uncontrollably. I don't know where she found us, but she just gave us a
I
shout
find
out
people. Just so
Well,
you know, I do find people, okay?
She gave us a shout out.
And when we woke up the next day and we had like 50 more subscribers, we're like, what? Wait a minute, that's too big for us. So now we're knocking at the door at the 1,000 mark.
Right.
So
right. So
we're excited.
That brings me to another a little something. As I understand it, a little bird told me that you're coming up here, you're going to be releasing a video for 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
Yep.
Yes, so it's going to be called because I say yay for everything. I love finding anything. I just feel so lucky to be able to point it out, find it, and be blessed with it. So I say yay for everything. So the giveaway video comes out tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will be called Yay for 1K Giveaway. So as soon as we hit that 1K, we're like, I don't even know, 80 people away or something. I mean, so it should happen really soon. So people are going to be aware of what places have so generously donated, and it's going to be a good time.
Yep.
And I think some of your criteria is, though, isn't it, that to enter, they'll enter on that video.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
They must be a subscriber to be eligible to win the giveaways, correct?
Yes.
Right. Correct. And for us, it's a way, because Ronnie and I manage this, just the 2 of us, and it's much easier for us if people are subscribed to us. Then that way we know, and because we have a lot of people comment, and it's so fantastic. We answer absolutely everything. So then this way it starts a relationship with people, and you never know who you're going to meet out there while you're doing this. We've run across the most incredible people.
And that way it makes sure, that they're subscribed, that you got to be subscribed to be able to win. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
And they'll have to send us an email saying they're subscribed if they're a new subscriber.
Yep.
Yeah, good. And that reminds me, this is just giveaway central, because
Liz has one.
You have a little giveaway. You got a big giveaway,
right?
Don't you, Liz? Why don't you tell us about that?
Yep.
Oh, my big giveaway hasn't happened yet. That'll happen at 5,000 because there's going to be gold in the 5,000 video. But right now, currently,
yeah, I'm missing 2 teeth because I donated.
I was going to say, make sure I win that one.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hopefully that one will be soon. But tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time is my silver giveaway, a deadline tonight at like I said, midnight at Eastern Standard Time. I'm giving away for every 100 subscribers on the way to 5,000, giving away mint uncirculated 1967 Canadian silver dime. This thing is mint, never been touched, and somebody's going to win that tomorrow. So if you have not watched that video after this stream, check out the video. You have to get in on it. You got to leave a comment tonight before midnight.
And you need to be a subscriber too.
Of course, it's all about subscriber giveaways and thank yous. We're thanking those people that subscribe and watch our videos and comment on our videos and thumbs up and all that good stuff.
Well, I tell you what I'd like to do, if you're going to allow me this, Liz, is I would like to be a little part of that. So if you want to, for your winner, they get a Blue Spade Society T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
And I will
Oh,
do that.
Nice.
wow. Thank you.
So all you
Thank
do
you
is
for
just
that.
send me your information, and I'll get it out to them.
Wow. Thank you. There you go. Wow. Thank you,
Well,
Jeff.
we'll sweeten the pot. We'll throw in
I mean-
a Pnw T-shirt.
Oh
Now
my
my
goodness.
T-shirts go. I only wear it a couple times before I donate.
Ours will come clean.
Yeah, but they'll get a
Wow.
cool one. You know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Holy
They just gotta send
smokes.
us an email and we'll
No.
get a T-shirt out to them.
Wow. Thank you.
If
Very
that's
generous.
okay with you.
Very generous of you all. Thank you. Right on. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Okay,
And
we
she's
got a couple more questions. Anyways, so what's your favorite type of hunting?
well, I like mostly hunting the beach myself because you just never know what you're gonna find on the beach. So I'd have to say beach hunting's my favorite. And if I'm hunting parks, I mean, I'm mostly looking for coins with that sound, you know, I'm not, she digs everything. I mean, I mostly just go around for them good tones. So, but
Well,
yeah,
the thing
beach hunting
is,
is my favorite.
Now with Fisher, I think you got a CZ21 as well.
Yes.
So
Yes,
that's
I
going to be
did.
killer when you get in the water. You're going to
Yep,
love
and
it.
I haven't even got to play with it yet, you know, being that it's been so bad that I haven't got out, you know, had a chance to get out with that yet. So I can't wait. I'm excited.
Well, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And I personally, I love anything. So I would personally say my favorite is relics, but I would go detecting with anybody for any type of treasure. So I love it all.
Right on. Do you do a lot of history? I mean, if you get something that not requires history, but if you find something you're a little bit curious, do you hit Google and some other sites and
Yeah. So
we try to find information on everything that we find. And actually we have a really good friend that with Digging SoCal, Christine. So if we can't find it, we always pass it on to her, and she normally finds it within the first 10-15 minutes for us, you know. So
And then she sends you cupcakes.
yeah.
we send her cupcakes.
Yeah.
So
We got a
That's
couple
fantastic.
questions off YouTube
Yes.
for y'all.
Oh.
Maria Reese, she is a sweetheart from Palatka, Florida. And she has hunted the beach with me and the Mumbles Man and John David before. She wants to know, are the parks city parks that you hunt?
Oh, so
Are
are
they
they city parks?
Yeah.
what was the question again?
She wants to know, are the parks that you hunt, are they all city parks? I mean, they're not state parks because I don't think that's
Right.
allowed.
Right. So
Yeah, the city parks.
in Oregon, where we're located, we are able to hunt city parks and some state parks with a permit. And then there's also county as well. So we have research and we have to get a permit from that county as well. So the best thing I can recommend to people is do your research before you go, and you will save yourself a lot of time.
And the Mumbles Man wants to know, are you water hunters or just sand hunters?
I'm mostly in the water,
Right.
all wet sand, and I love it. I mean, I just love being on the beach doing that. I don't really care for the dry sand. I mean, it's hard to walk, especially for me, walking up and down the hills, and then the dry sand's harder for me to walk around. I mean, keeps me in shape, I guess, but I prefer the wet and the water.
Right. And I am like Ronnie. I prefer the wet and water, and I want to learn how to possibly dive this summer. Not like big diving, but maybe Nemo diving a little.
We're thinking, trying to maybe get a Nemo or something and try playing with that, see how that goes with us.
Because we have so much water around us that that I think there's opportunities that are there for us that we're missing.
Yeah.
So
Well, you were kind of thinking about that too, weren't you, Liz? A Nemo?
I might dabble in the Nemo.
Right. Right.
So,
Why
you know, for
not?
me, I would do a Nemo, maybe even what the heck's the other one? The latest one, I can't think of it. Give me 15 minutes and it'll come to me. The Nomad, I think it is.
The Nomad.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yep.
as far as scuba diving, I don't know that I want to, get out that deep, because most of the treasure we're going to find, anywhere from 10 to 25 feet deep. So
Right.
that would be for me, I think.
Right. That's where I'm at too. And we have so much waterways around here,
A
and
bunch of lakes.
swimming areas, and all of that kind of stuff. But our time is very limited for water hunting, because we're like Liz, we only have a few months of summer.
Get yourself a wetsuit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But
You
rain
know?
never stops us.
Well, that's all right. You're going to get wet anyway, and the
Right.
PV21 is waterproof. So come on,
Right.
don't let
Right.
the rain
And so
stop you.
I like digging in everything. And it doesn't matter if I'm at the beach with Ronnie or in a park. I come home just what?
I don't know. I call her Pigpen, like off Charlie Brown, because she's always dirty and muddy. And I'm like, how do you get so dirty?
Well, probably from sleeping in the crooks of those trees and stuff.
Right.
Well, and it takes
I need
me
to
like
lay
an
down.
hour to clean her machine.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about each of y'all, about your finds. One being the best thing you've ever found, the other thing being the oddest thing you've ever found.
I'm gonna have to go with my gold teeth.
Now that's the best, right?
That's the best.
Right.
Would be my gold teeth that I found, which is now in the museum because they were really old. So
Okay, so it was like a gold filling.
yeah, there were 3 gold teeth. Actually, I think one time we sent pictures to Liz on one of her shows with my gold teeth one time. But yeah, that was
So
a
it
pretty
wasn't a
cool find.
grill. It must have been a bridge or something, an old bridge.
Right.
Well, there was 3 separate, and one had a bridge. But I guess when they tested or something, I guess they come from the same person. I guess. So I don't know. So we'll have to.
The thing about Ronnie's 3 gold teeth is they were in 3 different holes.
Yeah.
Not all in one hole.
I found one,
They
and
got in a
like an
fight.
hour
They
later.
got hit a few times.
Right. I found one, and I found another one like an hour later, and then thinking I'd never find another one, ended up finding another one a couple hours later. So,
And what are the years they're from?
and they were I guess the years were from late 1700s to early 1800s is what they
That's
said.
good gold then.
Mm-hmm. So
So I figured
grill,
probably pirate ships, or not pirate ships, but off some of the ships
Right.
or something. They figured some of the shipwrecks,
Mhm.
maybe, I don't know. But I ended up, the sad thing is, before I found M3, I found one a couple weeks before that.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking, oh, gold weight, and I had a bunch of rings I was taking in. So I threw that in with it, took it in, and they melted it down. And then when I found these 3 and they ended up in the museum, I'm like, oh, crap. So I went back to see if they still had it, and they'd already melted it down, because it was history right there, the one that got melted down. So
which was a lesson we learned.
yeah,
Mhm.
so
A hard
now I
one.
hold on to everything.
Right. what's your
Tiffany,
oddest one?
best find.
Oh, okay, I have a lot. But my best find that dropped me to my knees was a hinge dated January 31st, 1888 from the Hardin Company. And it was a hinge that is dated to one of the shipwrecks out on our coastways from a personal traveling chest.
Cool.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And my weirdest find would be, I found an idol that was about 2 inches tall, and it's what was it? Hindu god, and its name was Lord Handyman.
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 I'm going to see if I can find the picture.
Yeah, I sent some pictures in. I mean, he's ripping his chest open, and supposedly it's supposed to be 2 gods inside this idol. I don't know. There's a long story about it. It's just
Wow. I'd be afraid. Like, I'd be thinking back to the Brady Bunch when Greg found that idol. That's exactly what I was
if you read some of the stuff about it, it's women aren't even supposed to touch it, I guess.
Mm,
And
yeah.
I have to keep it facing south,
In front
outside
of the house.
outside my house.
Right.
I don't know, and I can't give it away. It has to be
Wow.
taken or stolen or whatever. So I tell
Wow.
everybody, oh, take this when you go by, but nobody takes it. So
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
cannot
pretty-
find the picture, guys.
that's all right.
That's okay. Where is it?
I have it right here. I just don't think you'll be able to really see it very good.
No,
Well, it's
the detail is incredible.
Well, if that thing starts levitating or anything, then
I mean, it
That's
has a
right.
monkey
And-
face on it.
wow.
everybody out there in Oregon, you have to know that idol that's sitting outside of Ronnie and Tiffany's house has special powers.
Yeah,
So go and
Come
steal
get
it.
it.
Wow.
Please
Wow.
take it.
Right.
My goodness. You should put a trap camera on that.
I know.
Get yourself a
Oh.
trail cam and see all the people coming up and go, oh, I don't know if
That's
I
it,
can
yeah.
touch it or not.
Yeah.
We could have a whole YouTube show just on that.
Wow. 24-hour live stream on the idol.
Yeah. So that was my
Yeah.
weirdest find, pulling that out of the
Wow.
sand.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
so-
weird.
That's cool.
I have a weird find, but I was going to share one, but I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing a different one because the show is rated G, this show. So my weirdest find was when we very first started hunting, we were hunting in the dry sand, kind of up high. And I got a signal. I started digging and I found a cord, like a plug-in cord, right? And I started pulling it. And Ronnie's like, what are you doing? And so he started pulling it. We pulled out a 6-foot lamp on the beach that had the plug and
That was
everything.
buried like a couple feet down in the sand. We're like, okay.
Right.
Wow. Must have been a good party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you they were drinking Modelo. Eh?
I bet you they were.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If not,
right.
they should have been.
That's right.
Yep. It was, and you look around like, is somebody, what's happening here? Yeah, but
Wow.
nobody claimed it. So we took it to the dump.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think that you guys in the last year you found some really different kind of relics, haven't you?
Yeah. So we in 2021 we met a young man and he's in the chat. His name is Caleb Rucker. Hi, Caleb. He is part of our family, and he has a passion for all kinds of hunting like we do. And so we started detecting on Cannon Beach, and he had to go back to Portland. So Ronnie and I were learning the beach on our own. And the very first thing that I found was a brooch. And I was really confused on the whole brooch. And then we went back the next day and
You pulled out a musket ball.
right, I found a musket ball, and I was unsure, and then I was walking without my detector, and I found a piece of china, and right then and there I knew, also because Caleb and I had a conversation about it, that this piece of china came from the beeswax shipwreck dated 1680.
It's now in the museum.
And so I knew that something special was happening. And so we hunted really, really hard, and we ended up recovering the teeth, a hinge, a cabinet door pull that went on a doctor's.
I got a couple of coins. I got one from the 1600s and a couple from the 1800s.
from all
off the
over the
beach.
world.
So
Right.
it's been an amazing year.
Right.
So, but we got out the other day
So we went and
and tried
snowed.
we were using the F-44s and so we were just out playing
Right.
along the beach, and Tiffany uncovered another.
I contacted the museum already, so I'm excited to say that 2022 is going to be a new relationship with the museum again, because I found another
musket ball.
Hmm.
So it's much smaller than the very
one.
first one that I found, but it's opened up an opportunity to be able to start the new year with
Donated
wow.
to the museum.
Right. So
Yeah.
we're really excited about that.
So you guys are really hooking up with the museum out there and
Yeah.
providing them with a lot of interesting stuff, and they're helping you identify it and date it and this type of
Yep.
stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's the Cannon Beach History Center and Museum. And right now they're open only by appointment. And they are changing the exhibits, incorporating our stuff and new into what 2022 is going to be. And so call and make an appointment. Andrea, the gal that's there, is phenomenal.
Close up.
And if you're in Cannon Beach, please go to the museum. It's phenomenal history. We have so much history on shipwrecks here on our coastline that people don't know about. So it's worth the visit.
Good.
Right on. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay, Liz.
Can I just ask before we it's getting almost to that time, but
Sure.
who's more competitive
Oh,
when you're out detecting? Because I'm sure there's a battle going on.
okay.
Yeah.
Two
She always
things.
has to outdo me.
Two things you don't do with the Pnw crew: play ping pong. No. When we play ping pong, just stay back. And then, we're really not competitive when it's metal detecting. We give each other fun ribbing, but that's kind of what it's about for us. It's
When
about,
we start to go, we always say, well, we'll stick together today on the beach. As soon as we hit the beach, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
We don't even see one
Well,
another.
that's just good sense. One go one way, the other go
Right.
the other way. And then,
Right.
You work a line, then you go down, you
Yeah.
work another line and come back and compare what you got.
right.
you
And that's
know.
how we actually found the lines that we found. And we found it on accident. We didn't know that was a technique. Or I didn't.
We've learned a lot.
Right.
How
We
to
watched a
hunt the
lot of
beach.
YouTube.
Yep. So it's been a great
that's
year.
good.
It's been a great ride.
That's good. So tell us a little bit now about your feelings on all the Fisher equipment. I know you've been bombarded with some of it. What it makes you feel like to be included in the Fisher family with like the likes of Liz and
It's
Charlie from Stealth Diggers and many
Yeah.
others.
It's real special.
Right.
I mean, I'm really excited to see where, like I said, where it takes us this journey, with the Fisher family, and we're excited to actually be able to get out and do some hunting, soon, because like I said, the weather is just terrible. And I got to thank Russ with Fisher, for this opportunity. I'm so grateful that he even chose us,
Right.
so I really got to thank him.
Right.
So,
And so a couple of things. I personally had a great time with the F-44. I used a small little 4-inch coil because in the parks, in the snow even, it was fantastic because I am a tone hunter. And then I use numbers as well. And so for me, that's the easiest way to learn is small target items to be able to learn them very quickly. So I love that it's lightweight. It's very durable. It's weatherproof, because we live in rain country. So far, we personally have swung them twice. And my second time out, I found a musket ball. So I'm pretty ecstatic. And I can say that when we became part of this Fisher family, we had individuals reach out to us from all over that have associations with Fisher and congratulating us and made us feel welcome and part of the team. And so to get that is just so heartwarming because that's what Ronnie and I are about. We're really about family and building team. So, and Liz is
from Canada, wasn't it?
What's that?
Probably the first one to congratulate you was probably from Canada.
Yeah.
With no accent.
No.
Yeah. We actually talked to her
Right.
before it happened. We were talking about it, and we had some questions, and
right.
So
I
all
mean,
good things.
Out of all of the people to be luckily chosen, lucky Jen, I'm congratulating her because it's such a fantastic opportunity for her and us as well, and to be part of the Blue Spade Society for both Ronnie and I. That is an absolute honor. And so we thank you, Jeff, for creating the Blue Spade Society and Liz for being a valid member.
I know.
Yeah, she's pretty important. In my mind, she's very, very important, and it
Right,
should be
mine
in all
too.
y'all's mind. She's very
Mine too.
important, and you guys are a very integral part of the Blue Spade Society, as is Liz, and some of the the people that, like I said, I'm doing this thing. I'm going to do some co-hosts, and they're all members of the Blue Spade Society, and every bit as passionate about it as I am. So if any of y'all have any questions about Blue Spade Society, feel free to reach out to Ronnie and Tiffany. Always reach out to Liz. They're never, ever too busy to answer your questions. That's the kind of people they are. And that's why, Fisher, one of the reasons why Fisher wanted them with them is because of their character, number one, and their willingness to answer questions, to share knowledge, share experiences, and it doesn't get any better than that. There's a lot of experience right here on this screen, not mine, but Liz and Ronnie and Tiffany. So if you got questions about Fisher or anything, the Blue Spade Society, get up with one of them. Please go and subscribe to their channels, because you're going to learn so much. I mean, a lot of us, not everybody can be a beach hunter.
No.
You live in the locale. If you're a relic hunter or a park hunter, then you have to subscribe to both these channels, because it doesn't get any better than that when it comes to watching metal detecting videos for technique and all that kind of stuff. And if you got questions, call them up or send them an email. They'll definitely get back to you on that and help you out. So, I mean, like I said, that's why Fisher wanted them. So, okay. So your guys' plans for 2022 are?
So for 2022, it started out very flooding. And so we spent 2 days with the F-44. And then we decided to coin roll hunt because of Liz was digging Canuck up there. And so we started with pennies, and you wouldn't believe what we found.
I found a lot of Wheaties.
I found a 1910 Wheatie. So we were doing that. Metal detecting, we have to wait until our weather is safe for us to detect, because right now trees are falling and that kind of stuff.
But we plan on doing a little more traveling and trying to hit some of the lakes, around the area, and some of the swimming holes. And we're going to try, like I said, we're going to try the water scene, snorkeling or stuff like that. But
magnet fishing, we did that. I love magnet fishing. We did do that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It's going to be a fun year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got,
we're excited.
Our main thing is our beach, like the Cannon Beach area. So, that's our plan. But Ronnie and I just have an opportunity to be able to say yes to whatever comes with us this year.
Well, as far as coin roll hunting, I tell you what, the Canuck is a premier coin roll hunter.
Oh, yeah.
2 times more stuff you can take a stick at.
Right? It's exciting.
I'm still waiting to win one of them cool coins.
Which one? This one? That one?
Yeah, that one.
I'll send it to you. How about that?
Really?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Oh,
all right.
That'd be so cool.
There you go.
Say, hey, we're the best people on Treasure Tales. What do I tell you? I mean, come on. That's just the way it is. And there's a lot of you out there that we want on Treasure Tales too.
Yeah.
So, if you want to see a coin roll hunter, send me some info on them. If you want to see people on Treasure Tales, get me some info and we'll check them out and see what can be done. That's just the way it goes. So, it's almost the witching hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Ronnie and Tiffany, I just can't say enough about you guys. You are the salt of the earth, more honest and straightforward people don't exist on the planet. More loving people don't exist, with hearts bigger than the outside world for the Blue Spade Society and anything. Help anybody anytime. I think Fisher is very, very lucky to have you as an influencer. I think you're going to have just a cracking 2022.
This is going to be a fun year.
It's going to be a great year. You guys are going to do very, very well. And remember, tomorrow you look at their video for the giveaway. And remember, you got to subscribe and go ahead and share it too. Subscribe, like it, and hit that little bell so you get all notifications. That way, whenever they upload a video, you're going to be notified.
Right.
So do that, and you might win something really good because she's got. Well, Tiffany, why don't you tell everybody what the prizes are?
Okay. So I'll give you a little preview. First, Jeff contacted us and said, I will donate a Blue Spade shirt like what he's wearing. So that's one gift. One gift is a carbon fiber handle from CKG Scoops. We have Pnw t-shirts. We have the brand new Fisher backpack.
It's not even out yet.
Right. That we personally have. That's fantastic. Fisher has so graciously given that. And a $50 gift certificate to Myers Metal Detectors. So we've got some fantastic things to give away.
Yep.
As does Liz.
Oh,
She certainly got that too.
I want to win that gold.
Well, in my opinion, anybody that's not subscribed to Diggin' Canuck or Pnw Dirtfishing, you're missing out. I mean, you're just absolutely missing the boat. It doesn't get any better than that as far as content, how to comport yourself when you're out on a hunt, metal detecting etiquette, the whole 9 yards. So
we learned from the best. You too.
That's right. With the one that doesn't have an accent, eh?
I don't have an accent.
Okay.
But you can we watch people from all over the world, and it's amazing. Even if you don't understand their language, it's
Still
phenomenal
fun to watch.
to see what they find.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody finds a spoon all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they
thank
do.
you, Jeff. Thank
So
you for
guys,
having on
we
your
want to
show.
wish you all the best of luck. Thank you for being part of the Blue Spade Society. Thank you for coming and sharing yourself with us tonight. And we want to thank Lucky Jen for coming by tonight and letting us get to know her. And Liz, what can I say? It doesn't get any better than having the best of the best as a co-host.
Thank you.
Yep.
Seriously.
Thank you very much, Liz.
We're going to say goodnight to everybody. And here's one thing. Always remember, people, treasure stories. There's a million of them out there. Every one of them is important. Every one of them has meaning, and every one of them is unique. And we want to hear your treasure tale. So get up with me on Treasure Tales and let everybody know all about your treasure tale. So we will see you Monday night with Finding Alabama and Ram Detecting on Treasure Talk, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You might win a bounty hunter if you haven't entered. So go check it out, and we will check you later. Liz, thanks so much.
Thank
Ronnie,
you, Jeff.
Thank you. Lucky Jen, thank you. And Fisher, thank you for everything that you do. You guys rock. And good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.